Good morning, second graders. Today we are on page 277 and we are on Unit 13, Lesson 6. So we're going to be continuing representing data and showing data using graphs. But today we're going to be moving from picture graphs to something called bar graphs. Okay, so our goal or our objective today is today I will draw bar graphs to represent data and answer questions about data. So it's going to be similar to yesterday, except we're introducing a new type of graph. Okay, so let's look at our vocabulary and see what these two new types of graphs are this type of graph is in two different examples. So these are both called bar graphs. This is called a horizontal bar graph on top and a vertical bar graph. Now they're called graphs because they show data. They're called bar graphs because they use these bars to represent the data. And this one is horizontal because the bars are going in horizontally. Horizontal comes up with the word horizon, which is like the sun. So horizon right here, and then vertical is up, down. But they both show the same thing. So both of these are giving an example of someone's favorite color. So if we look at the category purple, we see it goes all the way over here, and then if I look down, I see 8. That tells me that 8 people said purple was their favorite color. If I look at green and I go across and I come down, what number does that bar go to? A 2. So 2 people liked green as their favorite color. The red bar goes right here, which number it stops at is 4. So 4 people liked red. Okay, and I'm not going to show the blue, but I want you to see, so the scale is counting by ones, and it's showing number of votes. The vertical graph looks different, but it's going to be showing this something very similar, even the same information. So let's look at purple here. The bar is going up and down, but if I go up and then I look at what number is attached to it, it's an 8. So they're just showing the bars differently, but the information still is the same. Okay, so what are our steps that we're going to be using? We're going to read or gather our data. We're going to draw and label a graph. Maybe that would be give its title, give its categories, make the scale, add the numbers. Then we're going to fill in the data by creating our bars, and then use the data graph to answer questions. Okay, so boys and girls, I'm going to put my green pen down and do a few problems for you. Here is my problem. I'm going to zoom in a bit. Okay, so my first problem says, survey, like ask questions, survey the class about their favorite dessert, ice cream, frozen yogurt, pie, or cake. Now, unfortunately, we're not at school, so I can't survey the class, so I'm going to make up something. So for ice cream, I'm going to say 10 people chose it. So remember when we do our tallies, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm going to say 7 people chose cake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 people chose pie. 1, 2, 3. And 4 people chose frozen yogurt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is my data. And now let's look at how that data could be used for my bar graph. Let me zoom out a little so we can see it all. Okay, so they've already created my title, favorite desserts. They already have here my categories, and then they have my scale as my numbers. So ice cream's 10 people, which on this one, this is going to be a vertical bar graph. So I need to draw my bar going from ice cream up to the number 10. and that would be a bar. There's not really a right rule of how thick you have to make it. I might make it a little thicker, but there is my bar. Cake, I have to go up to 7 because my data says 7 people like it. So I'm going to go to 7 and color it in. Okay, we're almost there. Pie, there's 3 people who like pie, so let's go up to the 3 and color it in. And frozen yogurt is 4, so let's go up to the 4. And I have just created a bar graph. And look how nice that is. When you look at the bar graph, it's really clear and easy to answer questions. It's really obvious which one's the most and the smallest. Okay, now it says we have some questions. Let's look at our questions. How many students voted for ice cream or frozen yogurt? Well, ice cream was 10 and frozen yogurt was 14. So it was 4. So it'd be 10 and 4 equals 14. Okay, which dessert was the most popular? Which one was the most popular when I look at this? Definitely ice cream. Which dessert was the least popular? Pie. That doesn't surprise me. Seems like more older people like pie than kids. Okay, so boys and girls, let's try one together. We're on page 278. And again, it's asking us to survey the class about their favorite animal, lion, horse, eagle, or parrot. We're just going to make this one up. So for lion, I'm going to say there was 3 people. 1, 2, 3. For horse, I am going to say there were 12 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. For eagle, I'm going to say there was 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for parrot, I'm going to say there was 4 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now that we have our data, we can fill in our bar graph. And again, our bar graph was already made for us. We have a title, we have our categories, and we have our scale. This time though, we're going to draw a horizontal bar graph. So our first one is parrot. We could do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I draw my bar, I need to go from my parrot and I need to stop where the 4 is. So see where the 4 is? Our bar needs to stop there. And then we could color it in. Okay, eagle, we had 5. So we need to go from our eagle to where our 5 is and stop. And if it's hard to color in, don't worry about that. It's just nicer if it's a little clearer. For our horse, we had 12. Oh, 12's all the way at the end, so I can just go all the way to the end. I think most people love horses. I know when I was your age, every single holiday I asked for a horse. For my birthday, for Christmas, for every holiday, that's all I wanted was a horse. The funny thing is, now that I'm a grown-up, I do not want a horse. Okay, and lion, we have 3. Ready? So we're going to go from lion and stop at 3. And again, the nice thing is when you use these type of graphs, it's so easy to see. I can just see how popular the horse vote was. Okay, so let's look at our choices, our questions now. Ask the student questions about the graph. Okay, ready? How many students voted for eagle or parrot? How many students voted for eagle or parrot? Well, eagle had 5 and parrot had 4, so it would be 5 plus 4 equals 9. Which animal was the most popular? Oh, that one's really clear. It's the horse. And which animal was the least popular? Which one was the least? So who had the least votes or the shortest bar was our lion. Okay, so boys and girls, today you only have one page to try on your own. Now it says you're going to survey 6 of your classmates about what time they go to bed. You don't have your classmates with you right now, so you could ask your family members when they were your age what time they went to bed, or you can choose just to make it up. If you're feeling really stuck, you could do your very best and make it up, but you should have 6 total tally marks on here somewhere. Okay, have a great day. Bye-bye.